Okay, so I just woke up and it's morning and I really like how this looks right here. Something about the light that comes in the morning is just different and feels good. I usually am not awake at this time. It's like 6:30. I wake up around an hour later, but I should consider waking up earlier. I remember I did like a 5 a.m. challenge a long time ago and it felt good, even though I feel like 6 something is fine. Anyways, the reason I wanted to record was just to express that, actually. And also, I think I'll title this video something along the lines of like remembering or trying not to forget why you started something in the first place. So, this second channel of mine, I started because, well, actually, the origins of this channel specifically was because I wanted to record myself doing breakdance moves and show my progress with it. So I guess in a way, I'm still documenting what I'm doing. It's just not about breakdance. So I document about piano these days and then also like me learning Japanese. A lot of random things that I'm doing in my life. And that's the whole reason I started this channel in the first place. But it's also become like a form of expression, like unfiltered, unimpeded expression. Just if I feel like mentioning something, talking about something, or expressing something, I just record myself and I do it. But the past few videos, or maybe the past week's videos of me talking about piano by ear, and I haven't talked that much about Japanese. It's usually mostly piano by ear. But the past videos where I've been doing that, I've been questioning like, you know, maybe I shouldn't be posting this stuff because it's so random or it's so like different from what I usually post. And I feel like that thought in itself is me moving towards the wrong direction. Because it's very easy to like, once once you're creating things on YouTube or creating things on any platform in general, and you get some sort of viewership or following, you have a tendency to want to cater to that viewership or following. And for me, I actually don't view the view counts of my videos. There was a period of time where I was like, maybe I should, and then it was like in Japan, just to get over the feeling of like looking at my view counts because I don't like it. But I think I'm just happier in general not seeing it. So on my main channel, I see it, but on this channel, I think it's fine to just not look at things. Although sometimes I do look at the YouTube Studio statistics for how much money I get, which is very little. It's like literally around $1 a day, which is for this channel specifically, and which indicates obviously my views are not that high, and I'm totally fine with that. But oftentimes, because of the way I started off with YouTube for my main channel, there's like a tendency in me to be like, oh wow, like I want to get more views or I want to make things that I think will get more views. So it's a natural tendency that I've developed. But these days, at least for this channel, I'll keep doing that for my main channel. I'll try to make videos I think will get lots of views. But for this channel, at least, I will continue to just make it a place where I can document my thoughts, expressions, and it should be about anything. I shouldn't feel like I need to stick to a similar format. I shouldn't feel like just because I'm talking about piano, which is literally like my passion, I shouldn't need to feel like I can't talk about that on my own channel just because it's different. So this video is just a reminder to myself that this is my channel and I can basically talk about anything I want and express anything I want, and I should exercise that ability to just express myself unfiltered and unimpeded and not have all those subconscious thoughts of like, am I doing the right thing or not, you know? Because I need to remember why I started this in the first place. And it's not like I deviated super far away or like went off the rails, but for sure, I definitely was having a lot of like, I was second guessing myself a lot. And it's good to just remind myself once in a while. And usually I do remind myself, like every time I get like a milestone reached for subscriber count. Like for instance, I remember my 1,000 subscriber and then 2,000, I think, were me literally just repeating this, what I'm saying right now. But I think back then I also was like making more consistent content in terms of like the format. I was walking around Japan and talking. For the recent videos, I've been just walking around in my in this living room right here, and that's about it. And then talking about piano, yeah. So yeah, I'm just gonna keep going. I'm just gonna keep expressing myself unimpeded and remember why I started this in the first place. Is just to document my life and document my thoughts. It's basically a video journal at this point. Like this channel is just a series of video journals. But I'm pretty sure at certain points I will make more videos for fun that are structured and edited on this channel. But now's not that time. I want to focus on finishing the audiobook and completing some income projects, or impact projects is what I like to call it, that will help me get income. And then once I have more of that and it's more sustainable for myself and I don't have to worry about it as much, then that'll be the time when I start making more random, interesting content that is edited, probably by someone else, because I don't like editing. But after, yeah, another thought that I had that I was considering making into a different video was that I feel like yesterday, especially, one of the reasons why I make videos in the first place for this channel that I might have not thought about until this year is that I think I make content because I feel kind of lonely sometimes. I think it's not just loneliness, but it's also boredom. I make content like this where I talk to the camera because I feel bored and I feel a little lonely. It's like if I had someone else to express all of these thoughts, for instance, like just someone there who's actually interested in hearing these things, or who I feel is interested in hearing these things, I think I would do this less. I think the reason why, like when I'm in Japan, for instance, I only really record myself walking around and speaking my thoughts whenever I'm not with a friend. It's like when I am with a friend, I usually am talking with my friend and hanging out with my friend, and I don't record anything. So I think it's actually kind of true that one of the reasons why I do this is just because I feel kind of alone. And I want to express my thoughts to someone. And in a way, expressing it to the camera is better than no one. It's like, even if no one watches this, I still feel like I somehow managed to express it to someone. It like fulfills that need inside of myself. And I find that interesting because in a way, it's not necessarily true. But luckily for me, I do get to see friends at least once or twice a week. And I talk to friends at least like maybe 4, 5-ish times a week, maybe more, because I often have phone calls with my friends, like different friends. And it's some weeks are more than other weeks, basically. So it's hard to set a complete number, but it's not as if I'm spending my time all alone all the time. But physically, I am spending a lot of time like on my own. And I think that definitely is something I need to improve in my life in the future. But for now, it's fine. I can manage it until until certain goals have been completed. But it'll always be something in me that I'm trying to work on, I think, because it's, yeah, I think for me, that one goal I had in Japan, which in some ways I did succeed, at least making one good friend where they're also creative and whatnot, and making other like acquaintances or people I would call friends, just not friends I know very well or hung out with too much yet. But once I'm back in Japan, hopefully we can pick up where we left off. But that goal that I mentioned and that goal that I tried to get is still in me. I still feel like the desire and need to make more friends that are creative, make more friends that sort of understand what I'm like. Maybe not like, because every creator is different, obviously. It's like, I think I might be idealizing creators in general. Like, not every creator is going to be a good person, for instance. I would hope that most are, but everyone's just different, you know? And I maybe I basically just want to meet someone who like sees life the way I do and wants to live life in a similar way as well. Just like not necessarily someone who is a creator, but someone who shares similar values, I suppose. But yeah, I'm not sure exactly. I feel like that's what I want, but like until you really test that, I guess it's not really, I don't know for sure. But anyways, that's one of the reasons why I do this as well. And I wanted to mention that because I feel like there's something about it that's important. I feel like there's something about it that shapes me, like expressing myself as a reason for this channel, but also because I feel like I'm alone sometimes, or yeah, it's like more than just expression. It's like it helps me in some way, and I think that's a strong reason to keep going. But I also got to make sure that I'm like not relying on it in a way. But a lot of thoughts, a lot of random thoughts, but let's just keep going. And yeah, the whole point, the whole message of this video is that we're gonna keep going with expressing whatever we want. And even if it's like me stumbling across my words like this, or in the previous videos with piano and Japanese and all that stuff, I'm still gonna make it, even if I feel sometimes like I'm literally a madman talking to a wall about his own discoveries or thoughts of playing piano by ear, even though literally I'm in a bubble of one where, you know, a lot of these thoughts are just like my own and it's not tested against anything. And I fully realize that. But I like sometimes reasoning in a bubble and seeing if things work and experimenting and challenging myself. And then after a set amount of time, I will eventually get out of that bubble and like start talking with others who are really good with playing by ear and stuff, and really try to learn from other people as well. I mean, back then I did a lot of research on the topic and have already absorbed some knowledge from it. So it's not like I know zero from outside sources, but I definitely think I haven't interacted with. Actually, there was that one guy that helped me out, and I feel like he was a very nice guy, and I maybe should reach out again. But yeah, I think there at a certain point I do need to, like, I think one of the best things I can do for myself is try to get outside of my own bubble, because I feel like it's holding me back for sure. Like, I need to push myself to try to expose myself to other people's thoughts, and through that testing, through that challenge, I will improve even more compared to just thinking and reasoning in my own bubble. Ah, man, I feel like that's like another topic. So let's just close this video off because I don't want to like spill out everything that I'm thinking of in a single video. It just makes more sense in different ones. But this is kind of how my brain works. As soon as I start talking, I just cannot stop. And it's just always a lot of thoughts. And I find it fun, actually. It's just, it can be all consuming sometimes. That's all. Okay, that's it for this one. I'm gonna take a walk outside because it looks nice. I'll catch you guys in the next one.